Hey everyone, let's discuss another simple algebraic question from the official GMAT. So here we have been told that there is food being ordered for lunch, and there are two friends who have certain set of conditions for the sandwiches and pastries that they are ordering. So David here thinks that he should order twice as many sandwiches as there are pastries, and Ron here thinks that the number of pastries that is there should be 12 more than 1 by 4th of the number of sandwiches. So we have been asked what is the number of sandwiches that they can order such that both the conditions are met. So you can use two methods to this, one of which is the traditional method where you follow in and get in the equations and then solve for this, and the other is um, plug and play where you look at the options and explore the options, and from the options you identify which of this could be the right option. So both methods are discussed here. So let's discuss the traditional route first. So I'm presuming the number of sandwiches to be S and the number of pastries to be P. So David's expectation is that the number of sandwiches or the number of um, uh, pastries should be there should be at least twice the number of sandwiches as there are pastries. So sandwich should be equal to twice of pastries, which is S is equal to 2p. Now Ron's expectation is ideally that there should be the number of pastries that is available should be 12 more than 1 by 4th of the number of sandwiches. So let's presume p is equal to S by 4 plus 12. So now if I substitute for S from my first equation, which is 2p, I ideally get p is equal to p by 2 plus 12, and rearranging and solving for p, I get that p is equal to 24. And I know that S is 2 times p, so I get S is 48. So this is one way of doing it. Now considering the second option. So in second option, we know that the answer choices given are the number of sandwiches. Let us take one of the options. Suppose if I take 20 sandwiches, which is option C, then ideally the number of pastries should be half of it, which is 10 pastries. And I've been told 1/4 of the number of sandwiches should be 12 more than the number of pastries. So if I take 1/4 of the number of sandwiches, I'll get 5 sandwiches. Is 5 12 more than is the number of pastries, which is 10, 12 more than 5? No, that is not right. So rule 2 is not met here, so this would not be the right option. Second, let's take another option, 24. So we know that 1 by 4th of 24 is 6, and we know that the pastries in this case would be half of 24, which is 12. So 1 by 4th of sandwiches 6, um, is it 12 less than the number of pastries, or is the pastries, which is 12 pastries, 12 more than 6? No, it is actually 6 more than the number of sandwiches. So even in this condition, the rule 2 is not met, or the Ron's expectation is not met. So now let's consider the final option, 48. So if the number of sandwiches is 48, then ideally the number of pastries is 24, and 1 by 4th of 48 is 12. So is the number of pastries in this case 12 more than the number of sandwiches? Yes. So the number of pastries is 24, the number of sandwiches is 12, the difference is 12. So even Ron's expectation is met, and also um, David's expectation is met. So this option ideally gives or satisfies both the conditions, and hence option E is the answer. So this is another way of solving this.